So the whole starting to lift heavy and taking training seriously really kicked off towards the back end of 2016. Popped down to a local gym, Progressive Training Systems, and saw a competition poster with a few strongman events. Like most people, my understanding of strongman was from what I see at Christmas on TV. At the time, I remember looking at the weights, thinking that's way out of my capabilities, but there was one later on in March, I think, so I gave that a go, and this was my first competition, and I placed third. And really, this is, I mean, you can see from where I was at that at that point in time I was a long way off where I am now, but this is where the seed was planted, really. This is where I first met, I suppose, the first two people that I've come to know through strongman, Steve Mount and Marcus Sharman. But from there it kicked on, and I chucked myself into a few more competitions that year. This was Milton Keynes Strongest Man 2017. You'll see Mum supporting me on the sidelines here. Probably one of the most enjoyable aspects of competing is having your family and friends, go on Mum, get behind me there, coming to watch you. And ended off the first year competing at England's Strongest Novice down in Rochester. And I think you can see from this video, one of the, I would say, the biggest benefits of my first year of competing was it was just me. You know, a lot of people buy into as much equipment as you can get early doors and that, but for me, well, to be honest, I didn't know what equipment I needed. You can see down my legs. I used to see people with white stuff down their legs and thought it was chalk, so I've plastered myself in chalk. Bad mistake, because obviously it should have been talc. Chalk does not help getting up your legs, but you can also see here, this is the first elite strongman that I had the pleasure of being refereed by. So Terry Holland plopped there on the red log, refereeing me in this comp. But no, first year was about just getting out there and experience as many different competitions as possible and just gaining experience. And I think that's what I would say to anyone looking to get into the sport, is just get involved in as many competitions as you can. So going into 2018, this is the second competition that I did at PTS, and I think this is where my love for stones started. You can see here now I'm absolutely caked in kit, also known as duct tape wrapped up on my arms, but this is my first proper stone event when competing, and I think my love for Atlas stones has continued, and you'll see later on in this vlog, you know, I've had some good experiences to date with regards to using them. But no, PTS, to be fair to have put on really good comps. If you're based in the East Midlands area or even further afield, check out those comps, particularly from a novice perspective. Really useful. But going into 2018 now, my first, I think it was one of my first inter competitions, was British Strongest Man. Here pulling 240, which is, you know, massive progress for me in my first couple of years, and I actually placed third here. This is probably one of my favourite competitions to date. It was just down the road from where I'm from originally, so it was the first opportunity for quite a few members of my family to come and watch me, and this was the first competition where my son came and watched me as well. So this was a really special day, and it was topped off you know, with third place finish. And Paul at Gladiator is someone that I still regularly talk to, and he's a top guy, and you'll see it later on that I had the pleasure of competing at Birmingham Strongest Man in the following year, and it went really well for me. But no, that was a great day out for me. So later on we get 2019 again, just starting to get involved in as many competitions as possible. Most of the competitions that I've competed in take place during the summer, because still playing rugby, it's working around that. And again, the pleasure of having an elite strongman refereeing me, so Graham Hicks here, and yeah, again, stones have been something I've really enjoyed to date. Anyway, here we go, Birmingham Strongest Man 2019, so this is the following year, and this is my first my first win in strongman. Came first in a strong inters field. And yeah, this was a great day out. Absolutely baking hot, but really enjoyed it. So, following year, 2020, London Strongest Man. This is my first Opens event. The legend that is Lawrence Charlet refereeing this. This is my first 300 kilo deadlift in competition. Obviously buzzing with that. And then this is my first 300 kilo squat in wraps, having hit 285 in the gym. The aim was to hit 300 kilos at London Strongest Man, and yeah, just about almost lost my balance at the top. Anyway, so kicking into powerlifting. So this is a BPU regional qualifier in Rotherham at Ultraflex, amazing gym by the way, and hit a big 285 raw squat. Powerlift media there, getting some absolutely fantastic shots of the day. So that was a big raw PB for me, 285 kilos. My boy Finn was there for the day, and I think that's a common theme throughout my journey so far, is having the right people around you makes a massive difference. So following from regional qualifiers, that the totals I hit took me through to British Championships, and this was a really difficult day. I've been really ill up until this point. You can see I failed on the squat there. The deadlift, again, I failed to hit the numbers that I wanted to, but fortunately on the day we lifted enough, and sometimes you get these days to win it. But just a shout out to a really good guy that I've met throughout this journey, and unfortunately passed away last year, Dave Morris. You come across, some really great characters through strongman and powerlifting, and Dave certainly was one of those guys, a really great guy and missed by a lot of people. So British Championships, didn't lift the numbers I wanted, but lifted the numbers I needed to win that. So going forward, big things to come. So House of Chunk came on board around this time as well, and they've supported me massively over the past 12 months. So British Strongest Man, under 120 kilos, that was held up at 3D Strength at Down McPherson, and this, I reckon that this here is my favourite event to date out of any competition that I've done. It's Stone's Shoulder, starting at 100 kilos all the way to 140 kilos. And I think I was one of 3 or 4 people out of a very strong field to be able to compete this event. So absolutely buzzing with this. I finished a joint 8th here out of 15. So this was a massive day for me, and it's the toughest open competition that I've competed in. Hoping to go back there in 2022 and improve upon that. But yeah, great opportunity to compete against some real top caliber athletes. And this is the big 140 to shoulder. I think you can see that I'm very happy with this. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so WPC European Championships 2021 back in Manchester. This was a fantastic day. I hit PBs in every lift. I think this here is a 287.5 kilo squat, and hit it well going forwards. Yeah, there you go. Very happy with that. Going forwards this year, the aim is to beat that, so look at that, happy. And then we hit a 162.5 bench. Again, very happy with that, another PB. Yep, there you go. Squeeze that in, very happy with that. And then deadlift, I think I probably should have hit a PB on the day, but got overexcited and went too heavy on the last lift. Train Maverick, my coach, who's supported me massively over the past 12 months, Ryan Naylor, and yeah, we went to the European Championships and came first place again and best lifter of the day. So anyway, WPC World Championships in Portugal, a fantastic trip. A very difficult day because timings were all over the shop, but this is probably my most high profile competition to date. Really successful few days there. You can see me pointing up to the camera there that's streaming back home to all my family, and that was really, really special for me. The numbers I lifted on the day, I'll be honest, fell a little bit short of what I wanted. I wanted to go there and hit huge PBs, but unfortunately times of the day meant that I was sat around for 8 hours before actually lifting, and I suppose you have to adapt to it, and I did. Yeah, I matched all of my current PBs. This squat, really, really pleasing. Again, hitting 287.5. Really happy with that, as you can see. But I suppose the best thing about it was having the people around you. My man Louis Santos came with me and supported me and took me to, my biggest accolade to date, world champion.